And we are live. Hi, Andrea. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I feel like I'm making some progress.
Good, actually. I'm really glad. Can you tell me a little bit what that progress looks like?
Well, last time we spoke, you told me to do sort of a homework assignment where I went and I thought about two ways to talk to my doctor. So I went online and I'm searching. I have to go to the library to go online, but I'm searching, well, how do you talk to your doctor? And there are lots and lots of ideas I found on the web, and uh, a lot of it is just being confident that I know me. Nice.
Very nice. Can you tell me a little bit of what that means, though, what you just stated, to know basically who you are? What does that look like for you?
Well, sometimes like I've been put in hospitals, mental health hospitals, and it feels like when you're crazy, nobody takes you seriously, and they know better than you, and that you can't take care of yourself. And so I like the idea of someone with mental illness being able to know themselves.
Okay, so basically, it seems like you empowered yourself by kind of doing a little bit of research online.
Yeah, well, that, and I've been going to my doctor's appointments, my therapist, and so um, I'm trying.
Well, that's really good, actually. I can see that you're trying. Very, very great. That's great. And hey, you did the homework from last week while, bringing your suggestions on how you were going to approach your doctor. And that's really good. So actually explain one. Actually, I don't know if I caught one of those. Can you explain one on how you're going to approach the doctor?
Well, one is just being really blunt. This is how I feel. These are the symptoms that I have, and asking him to just take another look at all of his notes and seeing if there's some common thing that maybe he hadn't thought of before. Or I could just see another doctor and ask for a second opinion.
Wow, great. So yeah, asking in a second opinion is always great. And always it sounds like you too also being mindful of what your medications are. Is that
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah, and being careful about dosage and not sort of giving in when it feels overwhelming.
And what does overwhelming look like for you?
Well, the last time I felt really overwhelmed is when I overdosed and how all of this started.
Okay. So so how are you feeling today with everything and the steps that you've taken so far?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling like I can take steps, if that makes any sense.
It does actually. It does make sense, and it does look like you're making steps towards your goal, and your goal being that you wanted Vincent back home. Did they
Yes.
get that? Yeah. Okay. And the big step it looked like actually was to kind of try to conquer the medication issue with your doctor and to be able to advocate for yourself.
And part of it is showing everybody that I can stay healthy and I can follow medical direction and I can learn about parenting and being a good mom.
So it sounds like you want to be a very positive role model for your child.
Yeah, I don't want him to end up like me.
And how do you plan on actually being able to kind of guide Vincent towards that?
I think he's old enough that seen he's seen a lot of behavior that I think he'd rather avoid, in his own life. So in a way, I can be that warning to him, but in a way, I can also show him that if you fall down, you can stand up again.
Positive reinforcement. That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Great, great, great. So have you seen Vincent lately?
Yeah, I've seen him. My sister takes him to the park, and so we're able to play together at the park and chase each other around the playground. And I throw a ball and he brings it back, and well, sort of playing fetch with him, but it's fun. I've forgotten how much energy he has.
Great, great. So last time also too, that's great actually. So it sounded like I saw you light up actually when you talked about him right now. And I know during our last conversation, your concern was that you kind of like to just kind of be by yourself. But it
Mhm.
seems like with Vincent that that's okay if you're not by yourself. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, I figure, Vincent needs to see other people too. So maybe if we're doing it together and I see him enjoying it, then maybe I can enjoy it too.
Great, actually, that's a great positive outlook on that, actually. Because I know last time you were very, stern that you wanted to be alone, and that's fine. And I'm
Yeah.
glad, you made a big transition, from last time to this time. That's really good.
Well, I
And
still enjoy my me time.
of course, but at least you're exploring new opportunities. So that's very
Mhm.
great. And that's going to benefit, it sounds like, Vincent as well as yourself.
I hope. I'm trying to do all this so that, he grows up healthy.
Good, good, good. Well, it looks like you're moving towards a positive way of life for yourself and Vincent, and that is great. And is Vincent in your care yet, or
No, he's still with my sister and my mom, and they're doing a great job with him. I just miss him a lot.
okay? So, kind of explain. Is the plan to kind of eventually get him back to your home, or
That's the plan, but I'm sort of at the mercy of the court and judges and, the children's services and all of that. It's not really my decision.
definitely actually? And it sounds like you're part of that, though. You're being very proactive by actually, being present in his life. And kind of, are you attending any groups?
Yeah, there's an open group at my mental health clinician's office. She has an open group once a week, and I try to go as often as I can.
Well, that's positive, actually. Very positive. Good job. Very good job, Andrea. So okay. So let's see. Can we recap a little bit? Because it looks like it's coming close to our end of our session. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
So it seems like you're moving at a great pace, actually. Positive of being able to move forward to get Vincent back in your care. It looks like you also empowered yourself by doing a little bit of research on how to approach your doctor regarding your medication.
Hmm.
And it looks like you're attending a group, so that is a good positive move forward for you, is to be kind of connected with other people within the group, eventually, because I know last time you did stay, you like to be alone. So, and that sounds like, Vincent is the light of your life. And again, it's very positive that you're moving forward. And, there's a lot of things that you're going to be working on throughout this time. So I
Hmm.
give you high kudos.
Thank you.
Kudos to everything you've made of a long journey from last week. So very great. Is there something you want to add for next week? Something that you kind of want to work on for next week?
Um, no, I think this time steady with what I'm doing.
Okay, great. Great. Well, if you have no other questions, I think it's time. But it's been a pleasure working with you today in discussions, and you
Hmm.
have my number. Feel free to call
Yes,
me anytime, okay?
will do.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrea. Bye
Bye.
bye.